Hi, welcome to the help desk. This video will cover how to create a blog on writing.com. Now, like creating any other type of item, you come down to create new item, and all blogs on writing.com are book items, which are actually a pretty versatile item type and can be used for other things. But this video will talk only about blogs. There will be some information that may be useful if you're trying to set up a different type of book. But again, blogs, that's what we're talking about. So, again, this is for upgraded members. Yeah, you can't create a book unless you are one. So, your title, your description. Now, this rating is just for your title, your description, and your cover photo if you add one. And this one will be E for everyone. Let's go ahead and use a stock cover. Okay. Now, this is where a lot of people get confused. This is not where you write your blog posts. This is the introduction to your blog. It's what this book is about. If it was a novel, then you would write a little introduction to your novel. Since it's a blog, you can pretty much say whatever. I often include links. And you will see what that is in a minute. Type. Choose journal/blog. And it is worth noting too that you can put anything you want in a journal/blog. It offers the highest number of entries allowed for any type of book. So technically you could put several novels in one single item if you call it a blog. I think it holds, I don't know, 700 or something like that. Now, I guess I'll just leave this in my portfolio. Content rating. Now, this is the content rating for everything in your blog. So, if you intend to swear a lot, if you think you're going to use the F word more than once, then you should choose GC. GC, you can swear pretty much as you want. Registered users and higher. This makes it so that it's not searchable on Google, so I usually go with this. Public is public to everyone, including Google searches, so up to you. And then choose your genres here. I'll just go with experience and call it a day. Alright, so book settings. Now, each of these display a little differently, and after you save your book item and add a couple of entries, you can always come back here and edit and see which one you prefer. The most standard are these. The 10 entries per page and 20 entries per page blog format will show 10 entire entries or 20 entire entries, while this one is only the summary. So again, like, these all change dramatically what it looks like, and you're welcome to come back in and edit and change those as much as you want, anytime you want. For our purposes, I'll just go with this one. Blog commenting enabled. This only works if you chose journal/blog as your item type. And if you disable them, no one will be able to leave a comment or click like on your posts. And if it's enabled, people can like and comment. And I'm going to make this Rating requires review, just for kicks. And let's save it. Alright, here's my new blog. And see, as you can see, this is not a blog entry, what I entered. It just says my blog. This is where you put your introduction. And I usually link to items that I use in the blog. I actually use blogs for poetry books and for collections of short stories that I enter into contests, especially daily contests, if they allow entries. So I link to them here just so that I can get to them easily. And this is a good one for blogging. 30-day blogging challenge run by Norb. Good guy, good challenge. So this book is currently empty. The way to fix that is click add entry here or here. And this is where you add your blog entries. So this is the title for your blog entry. And again, you can set it however you want. I always set everything to registered users and higher on WDC, just as a default pretty much. Sorry, this is a line from a song that my son liked when he was a toddler, and you know how those things get in your head and stay there. It has done that. So this is where you write your entry. Again, if you're using your blog for poetry or stories or anything else, you just write your story or poem or whatever in here. And if you're using it as a journal, you just write about your day right in this box. I always preview just to make sure that all my links worked. And I also recommend copying your entry and pasting it into a word processing document, just in case anything goes wrong and you get logged out or anything like that, so that you don't lose what you wrote. And this is what it'll look like, and I'm fine with that. So save entry. And this is how they will appear. When you create another entry, it will appear right in here, always at the top. You have a search box here so that you can find old entries, like when did I talk about this, or what year was it that I went on that vacation. You can just type it in and it will come up. If you want to edit the entry, you click this little gear right here. Edit entry. You can also get your spell checks and word checks and all of those things. If you want to make a link to the entry, you use the entry item link, and the entry link, the number that you would use is right here. And if you want to link to the entire blog, this is the number that you use right here. So I'm going to add another entry real quick just to show you how to do that, because that's always one of the questions that comes up. How do I link to an individual chapter, an individual book entry? This is how you do that. That's my signature that I just deleted, by the way. So, item, my blog, that creates a link to the entire blog. Entry, today I feel. That creates a link to the entry. And now we will preview. And see, it created these links. This is the link to the entry. This is a link to the entire blog. And we will save it. And that's it. So you can see that they go in order with the newest at the top. It also pops up with this little box up here that says I've added a new entry to my book, and this is the item, to the link to the item, the book itself. And this is the link to the entry. And if you post it, it goes to your notebook and goes to the news feed. So everyone will know that you added a new blog entry. And let's see. It is worth noting that if you edit an entry, it changes the timestamp, which is kind of inconvenient. So you may want to copy and paste the timestamp into the entry if you edit it, just so that your journal doesn't have a random entry from much later in it. And you also can set this book as your blog, which will turn it into a link here. So if you click here, it will take you to this book. And here, if you click here, it will take you to the book. That is in a different video that I will link in the help desk. And there are a couple of other little things in here too. The blog board. This is an easy way to get some readers for your blog if you have a low rated blog. So I have never been able to use this. But as you can see, people post their blogs here and with little descriptions. And that is just kind of a nice little convenient thing. So that is it. That's how you create a blog on writing.com. Again, there's another video that shows how to link it and make it your official blog on writing.com. So that is all. I hope it was helpful.